There we go. Big one. He's fighting pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one. This is about 30 minutes into my trip, and I already knew it was going to be a rough bite just from this. But I'm throwing a red-eye shad, and I'm just kind of yo-yoing it off the bottom, and finally I hook up. Got one. I don't know. Oh, he's decent. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's my first one. It took me long enough. About 25, 30 minutes. Okay. He ain't bad. Gosh, dude, treble hooks and a fish freak me out. That's not bad. He's a little stunted, but he's like a pound and a half, 2 pounds. Shoot. Okay. There we go. Big one. He's fighting pretty good. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. There we go. Spinnerbait. This guy looks like he's, I'm gonna say 3 flat. 211, pretty close. That's a spinnerbait bass right there. Pretty decent one at that. Get a nice release. So it is a super slow. Me and my buddy are out here. He's caught 0 fish. I've only caught the 2. It's super slow. Tons of guys out here. I'm looking at all of them. I've seen 2 fish caught other than the 2 that I caught. And it's just really tough. I normally have these fish's number back here, but there have been 2 or 3 days this year similar to this one where it's gotten a ton of pressure, and it showed in my experience where you got to get here early, man. You really do. I know the bite gets better as the water warms up, but just a tip for that springtime bite, if there's a spot where a lot of guys are going to go, it's going to get worse throughout the day if there's going to be a ton of people there. As the sun warms up, they will push up a little bit more, but you can see just by looking at this, there's so little ground for them to push up. Like, I can cast to the middle of this. I could very easily throw a cast around the side, and as it gets colder now, they'll start to move out. My hope is there's a couple feeding ones. I'm sure the water's not really cooling down yet. So I'm throwing this lipless right before I gotta go. I got until whenever I want. So I mean, if it gets dark, then that's probably when I'll call it my buddy, we'll head out. But sometimes you gotta sacrifice stuff to catch some fish, and in this case, you're gonna want to sacrifice your morning. I think all my better days have come when I either come on a really crappy day. It's another little tip. You come on a crappy day when no one's out here, you're not doing too bad. Most of my good days back here have been when it's 40, windy, and snowing. Just because nobody else wants to deal with it. Neither do I, to be fair, but there we go. Not slacking my line. Gosh dang it. And so that's where I quit and went home. But it wasn't a terrible day. At least I got on a few fish and had some fun. Some good fishing to come too, so stay tuned for all that.